I marketed rail freight for 12 years and operated two of the Northeast's largest and most successful railroad-owned transloading facilities.
Craig Della Penna was then invited to write a series of books about old rail lines being converted to biking and hiking trails.
And that's where my life changed.
Nowadays, Della Penna wears several hats, all of them related to rail trails. As a realtor, he specializes in properties that are located on rail trails, which include his own, a 155-year-old house in Northampton, built 3 years before the original railroad came by, 6 feet outside. Today, Della Penna and his wife Kathy run it as a unique and charming B&B.
How many of your guests are coming because there's a rail trail right outside the door?
A sizable proportion of the people have never heard of or been on a rail trail, and they come here to experience it for the first time.
Della Penna has plenty of free bikes for his guests, some of whom will undoubtedly find themselves lured off the trail to a nearby gem, the famous Miss Florence Diner, 80 years old and a classic Worcester dining car.
I can think of very few diners so close to a rail trail.
I don't think there is another one. And we definitely see a lot of kids and families. They'll stop in for a milkshake, you know, a burger and fries, and then ride home.
Right off the trail?
Right off the trail.
We go on the bike trail 4 or 5 times a week. We had milkshakes and burgers, so now we can go work it off and not feel guilty.
Craig Della Penna's main passion these days is a project he and its many supporters hope will carry folks far past the Miss Flo Diner and, eventually, 100 miles clear to Boston. The Mass Central Rail Trail takes advantage of a resource unique in the nation.
Where we're sitting right now, we are looking at the densest network of former steam railroad corridor in North America.
Meaning a lot of potential rail trail to work with, some of which is already open, some of it still evolving. Fully realized, it would constitute the longest rail trail in the Northeast U.S.
80% of the 100 miles now is in some kind of public protected status.
20 miles south of Northampton in Westfield, Mass., the 2.4-mile Columbia Greenway Rail Trail, unique in that it's almost entirely elevated, following the original railroad's path across multiple bridges here.
So Mark, the original railroad bridge used to cross the street here, right?
Yes, it did.
And now you eventually are going to re-extend the bridge for the rail trail.
That's correct.
Also unique, that a smaller struggling city like Westfield committed to something many larger ones balk at.
What is the value of investing millions and millions of dollars in a rail trail versus some other priorities?
We spend more than 50 cents on every dollar of our budget for educating our children. To what? To move to New Mexico and enhance their economy? I mean, we want to try to keep as much as that investment here, no?
Do you think things like rail trails help do that?
I think so. I think the next generation, they want to be proud of where they're coming from and they want to look forward to where they're living.
Heading east,
Who could possibly think you're literally 16 miles away from downtown Boston right here?
It's kind of amazing.
It is amazing.
the Assabet River does indeed form the backbone of the Assabet River Rail Trail, just as it once bounded the railroad that ran through the 5 mill towns on the trail's 12-mile north-south route.
The only thing that joined these 5 communities together was the railroad, not the roads, not the trails, not even the river, it was the railroad.
Today, one can still see remnants of both the mill history as well as remaining relics of the railroad past. The rail trail itself remains a work in progress. While the north and south ends are completed, the 4-mile unpaved middle section does have its own intriguing sights. I mean, no other trail in the world will bring you by the CIA. That would be the Crow Island Air Park. But the Assabet River Rail Trail also answers 2 questions common to rail trails. How green are they, and how safe?
So Tom, a lot of people bike here to the T-Lot in South Acton and then take the commuter train on into work in Boston. In a non-COVID time, would this be all full?
100%. It's believed to be the largest bike lot in the state.
I think the rail trails bring more security because the old abandoned rail behind people's homes were a place that nobody ever sees. Now that there's people walking, biking, running out there, it's an extra eye.
So you think rail trails actually increase security?
Yes, they do. From what we see here, it's been fantastic.